everyone, it's me again. It's been a while ago, I know, but here I am, and today I bring you guys a new battle I got against Max, aka Besto 5000. This is a really long battle. I had to speed it up to 1.5, but that doesn't mean it is a boring one. Also, we had another annual match which ended up with a victory for Max, so watch this to know who's gonna win this time. We both have pretty interesting teams, but for now I will no longer hold you up, so let's get on with the battle. So, I'm gonna lead off with my Wormadam, while he is gonna start off with this Armaldo. And this time we're both gonna set up rocks, which is kind of obvious. And he's gonna rock slide, and I'm gonna toxic this thing because I know I can pretty much wall this thing. And he's just gonna keep on rock sliding. He missed the first one, but it really doesn't matter that much. And I go for the Garble Ball, and it actually doesn't do that much. You know, if you compare it to his rock slide, it did a lot more. But oh well. Yeah, at this point he's gonna switch out, going to his Licky, and if I look at his team, I think it's pretty much an offensive form with Swords Ends. And yeah, I was right. It's Swords Ends Licky. I'm not that afraid of this thing. I'm just gonna go for the Toxic to put a time limit on it. And now I think I'm gonna switch out here. Yes, I'm gonna switch out to my Dribblim, predicting the Power Whip, but he actually goes for the Earthquake, which works out for me. Yeah. So this time I go for the substitute, predicting that I would, you know, that it wouldn't break my sub. But he actually goes for the Toxic, which is a bad move on his part. So that's why he's gonna switch, going to my Jenna. He didn't know I was a physical one, so I'm gonna go for my Flying Jam boosted Acrobatics, which is just going to obliterate this Magena. So just Magena didn't really do much in this game, so yeah, he's gonna go back into his Armal, which is gonna take a third of his heal by Stout Rocks. Gonna go for Acrobatics because I'm behind his sub, so I can 2 HKO it pretty easily. He's gonna go for Rock Light, doesn't miss, and he's gonna take out my sub. And now at this healed, I can pretty much take it out with an Acrobatics. He leaves it in because yeah, it's a slow Pokemon, he can't do much with it anymore. So he's gonna go back into his Cradily. I'm gonna set up my sub again, predicting the curse, because probably it's a curse, Cradily. And he actually goes for the Rock Slide but misses, which is kind of unfortunate for him. And I go for the Will-O-Wisp, yeah, cutting his HP to half, his attack to half. And he's gonna go for Rock Slide, which is gonna take out my sub, even with the burn. And I'm gonna set up another sub, but I didn't know I could make one more, but that's really epic. I live with 1 HP. It was really luckily on my part. And he's just gonna take it out with a Rock Slide. And I do have this Destiny Bond on this thing too, but he predicts it very well and goes to the curse. And now, yeah, this is gonna be pretty much a mind game around here. So I predict him to predict me to go for the Destiny Bond again, so that's why I go for the Acrobatics, which does with the curse, yeah, decent amount. And he's gonna set up his second curse. And I go for Acrobatics this turn again, thinking he could go for the curse, and he does, which is good for me. And now he has 3 curses, but after the burn he's gonna be in red health, and this was a really bad move on my part. I go for the Destiny Bond while I could have taken him out with an Acrobatics, and he's gonna go for the rest, which is gonna take it to full HP all the way up. And he doesn't have the chest to parry, which is one thing that is good for me. So yeah, I'm just gonna take this opportunity to go to my Murkrow. Although my Dribbler is pretty much dead right now, but I can use it as death for so it's not that much of a loss. So yeah, this is a really gimmicky set on my Murkrow. It's Feather Dance, Roost, Taunt, and Mean Lock. So it's like I said, it's a really gimmicky set. He doesn't have any attacking options, so, and I was just Feather Dancing to force him out, and he's gonna just switch on this turn while I was planning to mean lock it, and now me and my Gothel are both trapped. Yeah, that's not very good. Oh well, so I trapped, so I can't switch out, so I have to stay in. I have no attacking moves, so the only thing I can do right now is just taunt him, so that he isn't able to set up any coal mines. That is the only thing I can do right now. And so yeah, otherwise I'm just gonna feather dance. I don't know why. It's yeah. So this time Taunt fell wears off, so I'm gonna go for it again. Thinking he could go for the coal mine, but he doesn't. He's smart. He's just wanting to take me down. And so I keep going for feather dance. I don't have any reason to do, but I have no other options to actually do, and I can't switch out to. Yeah, he's just gonna take me out with the lost hidden power of fighting, because it's hidden power of fighting because yeah, it when I roosted it was super effective with the dark. So I'm gonna go to my Musharna, and yeah, he's gonna switch, and on the switch I go for the calm mine. It was really stupid because I know he had this thing, this pincer. I know I can take one, but not so early in the game, so I'm gonna switch out, go into my Death Fodder, my Drifblim, seeing what he's gonna lock himself into, and it's Ixidor. So I'm gonna go to my Lickilicky, which I think it's gonna force him out, which I do. He's gonna go back into his Gothel, and I'm gonna go for the Wish this turn. Which, yeah, predicted switch is a good move on my part, I think. So he's gonna go for the Calm Mind, and I predicted very well and go for the Dragon Tail, which really was really unfortunate on his part. He could have known I had the Roar or the Dragon Tail, either of them. And Wish is gonna come true, but it really didn't matter. I didn't had so much damage on my Lickilicky, but oh well. He's gonna go back into his Gothel again, and I'm gonna go into my Wormadam. And yeah, I didn't know he was going to switch, so we both double switch actually. And he actually stays in, go for the Calm Minds. Gonna try to set up on this Wormadam. But I'm gonna go for the Toxic to actually also put a time limit on this thing. And yeah, this thing is pretty much crippled because it has a time limit and it's not gonna do that much with his moves because he has Psychic, Hidden Power Fighting, and I think Shadow Ball for his lost attacking move, I think. So he can't do much to me because I'm still bugged. So it's really don't know why he stays in. Yeah, he's gonna try to Hidden Power me, thinking he could do a large amount, but he actually, I don't know, does like 40%, I think, yeah, something like that. And yeah, the Toxic is also racking up right now, and I'm just keep going for the Garball for some residual damage. The Garball is of course coming from Wormadam. Come on, it's not gonna do anything. And the Gothel is also not very fast, so yeah. I was thinking with the Garball it could take it down this turn, but no, he lives with a smidgen of HP, which is really unfortunate on my part. But oh well, he switches out, which means his Gothel is pretty much dead. He's gonna go back into his Lickilicky. Like I said, I'm not afraid of this thing. It can only Swords Dance and go for like Earthquake, but come on, I'm not afraid for this thing. I'm just gonna go for Garball like I did the same with Gothel. And yeah, the residual damage is really good. I'm glad I have Toxic on this thing and not like, I don't know, something else. And he's gonna go for Earthquake like I said, and it's not quite gonna take me out because it's stab, but even if it was stab, I resist his stab because I'm steel and all. So even Power Whip wouldn't have done anything. So yeah, Earthquake was his best option, and Toxic is really racking up. Now I go for the Protect, thinking he could stay in because he knew he was going to die from the Toxic, but that's why he goes for the Explosion. Which, yeah, it didn't really matter in the, yeah, it didn't really matter because I did go for the Protect, so it wouldn't affect me. So oh well, he goes to his Cradily. Also predicting the curse, I'm just gonna go for the Toxic to also put the time limit on it. And yeah, that's just great because now he at the time he has to switch out, so that's great. So now I switch out because yeah, Garball isn't gonna do anything with the curses. So I go to my Musharna. He's gonna set up his second curse. And yeah, Toxic is also racking up on this guy. And maybe he's gonna switch out, but I'm just gonna set up a few coal mines. He's just gonna stay in, but if he stays in, I know I can. I'm max HP, max defense, not max HP, like 3 points of the max HP. But I can pretty much stake his stabs pretty well, like you see here. It does like 30%. It's really nothing after 2 curses. So now at this point he's gonna switch. I think he can't do much to me. Goes to his Dead Father, thinking I could go for an attacking move, but no, I go for the third coal mine. Yes, that's really great. So I have 3 coal mines up, max defense, almost max HP. I'm looking great here. I'm like over 50%, and he's going to pincer, which is gonna take a third of his health. And like I said, I know I can take 1 X-Scissor because he's scarfed probably. So I'm gonna survive and go for the store power, which I think is better than Psychic on this thing on a Calm Mind Musharna. Okay, now he's gonna go back into his Cradilly, go for the Rock Slide, which is now non-boosted, and it's not quite gonna take me out. But it's really weird, because if you see here, Rock Slide isn't that much powerful, so he's gonna go for Seed Bomb at this turn, and he's not gonna take me out. I live with 9 HP, and I go for the Signal Beam to take it out. Oh well. So yeah, that was the match, guys. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please leave a comment, like, and subscribe. It helps a lot and it stimulates me to do even better. Check out Besto5000 channel too. He's a great battler, so sub to him if you like his videos. Like always, I will put a link in the description. Have a great weekend. And yeah, that was it for now, guys. See you in my next video. Pika out.